Selby beat his opponent here 25-24, so it couldn't have been closer. Yep, this is the one that I've been looking forward to. I think everyone has. It's a very, very even, close contest, this one.
Michael Pass is in the ring, ready to call in this very exciting fight, and two boxers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Lionhearts now attempt to go into a 3-0 lead and try and reclaim second place in the group. This next contest is 5 3-minute rounds of boxing in the bantamweight division at 54 kilograms. Please welcome, hailing from Ireland, representing the USA Knockouts, Michael Conlan.
So Michael Conlan, Irish boxer, just 21 years of age, from Belfast, out of the St John Bosco Club, coached by his father, his brother, older brother's a pro, a real boxing family and tradition to the Conlans. And again, this is a young lad who lost in the semi-finals to Ramirez of Cuba, who went on to take the gold. And again, a boxer who's moved up in weight division as well. Richie, quite important to bring that into the mix as well.
Yes, indeed, but Michael Conlan has got a lot of talent. Again, he's one of in the Irish team, and they've got a very, very good team indeed. Has an AIBA world ranking of #3, so it shows you his quality. And again, he can box on the front foot, he can also box on the back foot. He's got a lot of talent. But this one should be the fight of the night, on paper anyway.
Yeah.
And hailing from Barry, Wales, representing the British Lionhearts, Selby.
Well, this lad has been so impressive. He's starting to develop a massive fan base, not only in the UK but around the world. Andrew Selby has taken to the professional boxing ranks of the WSB like a duck to water. Absolutely no problems with both of his bouts against the Italians and the Germans. And they say he's getting faster and faster and even more confident as the season unfolds.
Yeah, there's always a question mark on whether, you know, a top amateur, how he's going to respond to 5 rounds. But Andrew Selby, for me, has probably been the star performer in the British Lionhearts team. Boxed superbly well, and on the both occasions that he has fought, I think he's been the best boxer of the tournament. So, again, he's boxing very well indeed. 5 rounds don't seem to be a problem to him. So this is a top-notch contest between these two.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is 5 3-minute rounds of boxing in the bantamweight division at 54 kilograms. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the blue colored shorts trimmed with white. Tonight, his proud WSB debut at last year's 2012 Olympic Games. Here in London, he captured a magnificent bronze medal. Hailing from Belfast, Northern Ireland, representing the USA Knockouts, Michael Conlan. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the white collar shorts trimmed with white. His WSB record stands at 2 contests, 2 wins. At the 2011 World Games, he struck a silver medal, presenting from Wales and proudly representing the British Lionhearts, Selby. Referee in charge of the action, Mr. Roland Johan from Hungary. 5 3-minute rounds.
So Richie, here we go. Selby, World Championship silver medalist from 2011, up against Conlan, boxing for the Americans here tonight. The Olympic bronze medalist. Both these boxers moving up from flyweight to the bantamweight division as they make their professional debut here on the WSB series. And this is a fight that we watch carefully, and it's a good start for Conlan in the blue, connecting with the first big right hand on Selby.
Yeah, both actually switching from southpaw to orthodox there. Both opponents. Conlan come out as an orthodox, comes to southpaw, just gets caught there on the switch. He's got to watch that and look at Selby now boxing as a southpaw. He's probably the most natural switch hitter that I've seen for a long time for the British Lionhearts. Andrew Selby can box equally as well as an orthodox or southpaw boxer.
Well, He's out of the Splot Amateur Boxing Club from Barry in Wales. Pat Mahoney, one of the coaches that has done so much of the early work with Selby. And again, there's that speed that we were talking about right at the start of this bout from the British Lionhearts. Such a stylish and gifted boxer, Selby. Real crowd pleaser.
Yeah, that was fantastic timing there from Selby. Conlan just making mistakes here as he's coming forward, looking for the big shots, but he overreached and walked onto a super right hand. Left hook combination from Selby, and again there's that right hook as the southpaw, and then he switches to orthodox again. Very skillful indeed, Selby. This is good stuff on the back foot.
It's making it difficult for Conlan to figure out which way he's going to either counter or come onto Selby here with his combinations. Tremendous.
His feet are too slow at the moment, Conlan. That's his problem. As he's walking forward, he's walking onto shots. And I'm sure that's what the corner will tell him. You've got to quicken your feet up and really try and close the gap down against Selby. Walking forward as slow as he is, he's walking onto punches.
Selby taking every part of this Olympic-sized ring here. And again, there's that switch from orthodox to southpaw, and it works very effectively on Conlan. A 1-2 combination there, which would not have missed the judge's eye. Trying to work with the hook and uppercut too. Better start surely from Selby, Richie.
Yeah, I thought Conlan came out pretty confident in the first half a minute, but Selby's settled definitely better. Conlan's making mistakes as he's coming forward with slower shots, and slower movement with the feet is the problem. There you go, and he's walking onto punches. So Selby for me, up to now anyway, he's winning this. It's a lovely right hook again, and a good body shot, Andrew Selby.
25 seconds left in this first round. Again, when he can't get through upstairs, the shots are effective downstairs from Selby in red. Oh, there's another big right hand from Selby. Such fast combinations from the Welshman. 10 seconds left in this first round. Selby finishing very fast in this opener.
That was a super display of back foot boxing now from Andrew Selby in that round. Clearly won the round for me. His movement was far superior, and Michael Conlan has got to change his tactics here if he's going to have any success.
The judges agree, Richie. Unanimous first round goes to Andrew Selby. Perhaps the only question from me to you here, Richie, can he keep this kind of pace up for 5 rounds?
Yes, he can. I mean, he's very fit indeed. He's Andrew Selby. He's been sparring very well. Gets caught with the odd shot here from Michael Conlan, but his movement was much better in that round, and he seemed to bring Conlan onto shots. Conlan was a little bit flat-footed, and he's looking for the big punch far too often. Should be settling down a little bit better, working behind his jab and setting things up. But here, I thought Selby, as the round went on, he got better and better. But expect a change now from Michael Conlan, because this fellow won't lie down.
And Conlan knows that he's 1 down already in the first of 5. Round 2, Conlan looking to come forwards on the front foot, looking to close down Selby this time in the second. Again, Selby, great footwork, combination punches and making angles. A little bit of dancing as well. Needs to be careful.
Yeah, bit of showboating there. He actually got caught with a terrific shot from Conlan, but just before that, Selby himself boxing very well again, bringing his opponent onto shots. But yeah, both lads here landing with some good punches, but again, Selby's movement is the much better. And it's probably the difference. He's hitting and he's moving, and Conlan would much prefer him just to stand and trade, but Selby's not having any of it.
Well, there isn't an inch on the canvas that Selby hasn't had his boots on in this bout so far. And he needs to keep that tactic going, keep moving around. He's also putting in some really good body shots as well to the Irish boxer in blue.
Just before Just before, that's better from Conlan. Now he's starting to get to his man. This is good. Better from Conlan there. If Selby holds his feet, Nick, that's when he's going to bring Conlan back into the contest. He's got to hit him, he's got to keep moving. Conlan, on the other hand, has got to draw him into a toe-to-toe battle.
Good exchanges from both boxers. 1 minute in the second round here. Selby has won the first by unanimous decision and keeps applying the pressure in the last minute of the second here. Selby slowed down a little on the feet towards the end of this round.
Yeah, this is a closer round. This last half a minute or so could decide it. Who can put the combinations together? Who can land the better shots?
Oh, good shot there. Walking onto the left hook, Conlan. 20 seconds. Still on the clock here.
The better skills are definitely from Selby, but it's got to be accompanied with that movement with the feet. Conlan opting just to really stand toe-to-toe. Really wants to go to war here, Conlan, but Selby on the back foot.
Great work from both boxers. This was billed as one of the closest matches or bouts of the evening, and it's certainly proving to be just that. But for me, Selby takes that second round again, but he's got to maintain that footwork, as you rightly so. And 2-1.
Yeah, a closer round, and Selby just did enough to win it, but I think he's taken a lot out of himself these first 2 rounds. So it'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going. Better work from Conlan here, connecting at the start of the round there. That was a good shot. Selby showboating. Now and again his feet come square on the ropes. Selby there, and he's more open. That's how he gets caught. And Conlan sticks to him, doesn't he? Closer round. A test, certainly, for Andrew Selby in terms of his fitness.
So, a little bit of pressure on Conlan here now. He knows that he wants to take this round, being the third of the 5. And one senses that the Irish boxer in the blue shorts, boxing for the USA Knockouts, is starting to figure out the best tactic to get the better of Selby here.
Well, what he's doing now, Conlan, he's cutting off the ring space a little bit better, and he's starting to get closer and closer. Selby has got to up the tempo a little bit and keep that movement going from side to side, bringing his opponent onto shots, but the movement's the key. Can he do it for 5 rounds? I think he can. I've seen it do it many times in sparring. He spars 6, 7, 8 rounds. That was a lovely combination. But in a contest situation, it's totally different. Smaller gloves, more intensity. Got to deal with the nerves beforehand. And that's where a little bit of tiredness can come in.
It's a fantastic work rate from both boxers.
Yeah, this is a terrific fight, isn't it? You'd pay real good money to see this kind of action in any professional arena.
41 Olympians from the London Games have signed for the WSB Season 3. That's 16% of the total boxers from those games. And these 2 Olympic boxers from both Wales and Ireland making the transfer to the pro ranks, really with great style. This is a superb matchup, and we've got 1:20 left on the clock in the 3rd round.
Occasionally, Selby just lapses in concentration and gets caught again with the right hand there. You know, he's switching too much now, he's Andrew Selby. His feet are coming square, and that's bringing him onto that right hand from Conlan. So, Conlan again getting closer. The better combos are coming from Selby. But when his feet come square, when he's switching especially, he's open to that right hand.
Well, Michael Conlan making his debut here tonight. And Conlan showing that he's prepared to dig deep here and take this all the way to 5 rounds and keep about his business. This is a very, very strong performance from Conlan. And is Selby tiring, Richie?
He's tiring a little bit, but he's boxing better now. He's boxing at range and he's keeping Conlan at bay again. That was another good shot from Selby. Conlan has got to get up to Selby to have any form of success here. The movement again, last 30 or 40 seconds might have just won this round for Selby, the way he's been boxing.
Conlan closing down the angles, closing down the ring. Again, big punches from both. Oh, and Conlan boxing the gloves on the chest. He knows that was his best yet.
Yeah, that was a close round indeed. Judges may have favoured this man in that round. That was a strong finish, last 10 seconds or so. No, gone for Selby. I thought the last 40 seconds or so he started to box well on the back foot. Conlan certainly caught the judges' eyes right at the end of the round, but better boxing, they think, came from Selby. Some cracking stuff from both lads. Fought at a ferocious pace this contest. Gets caught with that right hand. That was a super punch from Conlan. Again, as a southpaw, Selby, and again there, just a lapse in concentration, just leaving himself open. Better combos are coming from Selby, but the more single shots, the eye-catching shots here and there are coming from Conlan. Great stuff.
Well, Lee Pullen clearly telling Selby to keep that tempo, to keep that tactical play up. Penultimate round here, 4th round, 3 minutes. Selby still 3 up against Conlan. Once again, the Irish boxer will be looking to try and stop this fight now in the last 2.
Very important now that Selby sticks to the game plan. Hit and move. Keep your distance against this man. That would have been the tactic coming from his coaches, the instructions. Don't get involved, don't hold your feet, punch and move. That's better.
A lot of support for both boxers in the crowd here.
Yeah, obviously Michael Conlan boxing for America tonight, but a true Irishman. And when you're boxing an Irishman, you're in for a hell of a punch-up.
A voice of
As
experience.
we say. I remember boxing Billy Walsh, captain of Ireland, England-Ireland, gave me a terrific fight.
And Andrew Selby is giving Michael Conlan a terrific fight here at the York Hall in Bethnal Green, London. But it is the speed and movement from Selby that has earned him the first 3 rounds of the 5. Covering up well, Selby.
Yeah, Conlan himself as well, probably just feeling the pace now. He's been on the front foot. He's given some good shots. He's also taken some crackers from Selby, and that's a good punch again from Conlan. And I think he's just feeling the pace a little bit, as is Selby, but he's just managing to box at range a little bit better, Andrew Selby.
Well, the Irish boxer in blue at 21 years of age, Selby at 23. Both these boxers really can pick and choose where they go in their future years. I hope that both of them make a play for the World Amateur Championships in Almaty this coming October. And there's no reason why both these boxers can be not in action at Brazil, Rio, for the next Summer Olympic Games in 2016. Young, talented, and really showing off their skills tonight.
Yeah, tremendous stuff. I mean, they're showing great skills and their talent that they've got, but they've also both got a lot of heart, true grit, both of them. And they're both feeling the pace now and just got to hold their boxing together, especially Selby. Conlan keeps coming forward. Oh, lovely shot, Selby.
Conlan not going to let this go. He really has dug deep. And he's come back with combinations after Selby has thrown his best. As you said, Richie, true grit from both performers here. We've seen Calzaghe, we've seen Ben, we've seen Eubank, we've seen Lewis, and countless countless others have shed blood, sweat and tears at this East End institution, and there's two young rising stars making their name here tonight.
Yes, indeed. Selby takes that 4th round. This is a tough contest for him. But again, the better boxing skills were certainly from him in that 4th round. Conlan coming forward all the time, just doesn't know how to step backwards, does he, Michael Conlan? Coming forward, looking for that right hand. But he's walked onto too many himself here tonight. Selby keeping it at a distance. There, Conlan closing the gap down. Now trying to work on the inside, keeping Selby there. Terrific right hand from Conlan at the end of the round. Tremendous contest.
Well, good to see former world featherweight world champion Barry McGuigan casting his expert eye over proceedings here. You cannot help but be impressed by Andrew Selby, who's well on track to maintain his undefeated record in the World Series of Boxing for this season.
Well, anything can happen in this game, Nick, and he's got to hold his concentration together now. I think Conlan knows he's behind, and they would have said to him, you've got to stop this guy, you've got to knock him out, and he's really going for it now. So Selby's got to keep his wits about him. That was a super left-hand shot, as he tells the crowd by putting his arm up. But Conlan is not going to go away. Right till the end, he will be there.
Well, Andrew, take your time with the screams from many of his fans, friends and family in the crowd. And it would be nice to see Selby to work his way around that ring in this 5th and final round as he did in the 1st.
Oh, that was a super combination then from Selby. Just stuck out his left hand just to measure the distance and gap, and then got 3 or 4 shots off. Again, boxing at range. And Conlan, if his feet are slow, he's going to fall short and he's going to walk onto shots. He's got to quicken the feet up again to close the gap down.
Good body shots from Conlan, but
tremendous.
he's covering up well, Selby.
Selby now and again just makes mistakes on the ropes. His feet come square and takes the odd shot here and there. Now he should move. See, when he's on the ropes there, that's where he's vulnerable, and that's where Conlan has got a chance to land better punches downstairs.
Under 1 minute in the 5th and final round.
I think they're both in tremendous condition, these boxers, Conlan and Selby. You can see they train very, very hard. They couldn't have put this pace on. This is good stuff again from Selby. They couldn't have held this pace together, Nick, if they weren't tremendously fit and in good condition.
Oh, good 1-2 combination there from Selby.
Yeah, just a little bit more zip and in the punches, isn't it, from Selby? Just quicker to the shot. I think Conlan is relying on his power and trying to land those big, especially the right hands. But this has been a classy display from Selby, but Conlan has certainly played his part.
World-class performance from both of these young professional boxers, living up to everything that we expected of this bantamweight bout here in this WSB competition, the British Lionhearts versus the USA Knockouts. What a magnificent performance from both boxers, but Selby, with the speed of movement of the hands and that footwork around the ring, coming out on top, Richie.
Yeah, it was a great display from Selby, and it was a real test of a physical test and a mental test, because he had to keep his boxing together. The corner will have told him, you've got to box at range against this guy, but you try and keep Michael Conlan off. Conlan's on the front foot, cutting down the corners, looking for the big shots, and he's got a fair degree of skill himself. He's not just a slugger, he's a good boxer, he's an Olympic bronze medalist, he's got a lot of class and quality. So this has been a terrific contest, one of the best I've seen in the WSB, to be quite honest with you, Nick. Tremendous stuff.
Well, what a debut for Michael Conlan of the USA Knockouts. It's a shame he's not boxing for the British Lionhearts, to be honest, but he's out there ploughing his trade with the American team, getting some very, very valuable experience. And even though I think that the Irish lad has been beaten by Selby, he's had a good initiation to the pro ranks tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't indeed, and I wouldn't mind him boxing for us. He's pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we render the result, would you please give your hands to both boxers who gave up their all. Here are the judges' score totals. Judges Justin Roos scored the contest 49-46, and Judge Lane scores the contest 50-45 for the winner by way of unanimous decision, representing British Lionhearts, taking them into an unassailable 3-0
Unanimous
lead.
decision for Andrew Selby. The British Lionhearts go 3 up with just 2 bouts to go. They maintain their unbeaten record here at home, and it's another spectacular, and I say spectacular, performance from the Welshman, Andrew Selby.
Andrew, superb footwork throughout the contest. We even had the Andrew Selby shuffle in the second round. It was truly world class. What's your take on it?
I thought, well, it was a very, very tough fight. So I fought him before, and it could have went either way the last time. So it was just 1 point in between there. So I just had to try and win easy this time, but obviously it weren't easy. He kept on coming forward. And my game plan was just to keep moving around him and trying to catch him.
Thank you, Andrew. Andrew Selby, ladies and gentlemen, putting the British Lionhearts into an unbeatable 3-0 lead.
Well, he's getting sharper with his interviews as well as his boxing. Richie is getting the hang of this WSB game, is Andrew Selby.
Yeah, he's been the star performer before this contest tonight, and again tonight I thought it was a classy display. He said he had to keep it at distance and at bay, but he was against a man who just would not go backwards, always on the front foot, and caught him with some great right hands, as we're seeing here. But it was a classy display from Selby on the back foot, and he managed to keep his distance, gets caught with another one there. So yeah, but both boxers played their part, didn't they? Conlan himself boxed tremendously well coming forward, just took too many, I thought, here and there, made mistakes, especially in the opening rounds with the feet, too slow with the feet and walking onto shots. As the contest went on, then he got closer and closer, and he certainly put Selby under a lot of pressure. But I thought it was a very classy display from Selby, and a ferocious pace, so all credit to everyone concerned in terms of the coaching and the training program they've had. But super stuff, great contest.
So far so good. 3-0 up in this home match for the British Lionhearts now.